ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Highlights 20. Kappa. That's it, baby. That's the one. That's the one we're here for. That's the one we're here for. It's the one. It's the one. It's the only. It's the Kappa. It's the thing. It's the thing that I've been working for a really crazy long time. It's really crazy. All right. So good. So hype. Very cool. I've been working for this for 4.5 months, a little over 4.5 months. Very cool, very fun. This is gonna be a really nice episode. We're gonna go through a bunch of stuff. We're gonna talk through some stuff at a really high level. We're gonna go over some just like about the game in general, and we're gonna go through it. And we're gonna have a good time, and we'll learn some stuff along the way. We'll see some achievements along the way. We'll give some thanks along the way, and then that's what we got. So check it out. I've been playing this game. Pretty good game. Escape from Tarkov. It's a realistic first-person military simulation shooter game. Very cool. Very fun. The entire game is kind of based on you kind of going into a match, picking up a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of grubs and bubs, some drills, some paracords, some propane tanks, and being able to kind of stuff it in on your person. See, oh, it doesn't fit, and being able to get out of the actual place. Very cool. Very nice. It's really fun and engaging because what happens is to have reasonable amount of success while you're doing this, you have to bring in the gear into the game that you're about to do, with a chance of losing it. Every time you die in this game, you lose everything on your entire person, except the things that are in this tiny little secure container pouch right here. Right now, I have Epic Secure Container Gamma. This entire dang time, all this work, all this effort, is for the Epic Secure Container Kappa. The main difference being that there are another 3 slots that you could fill stuff in. So it's a total of 12 squares instead of 9. Very cool, very good. In a game where you're kind of constantly, spending money to make a kit or just like a gear that is good enough to get in and get out and grab a bunch of stuff along the way, having 3 more spaces of kind of secured loot. A lot of times, we'll kind of put some medicine or some kind of healing items in there as well, so that you don't lose them when you die. Very good, very cool. It's something that you're kind of like the entire game. The more stuff that you can kind of bring out through the secure container, just the more kind of return on investment you'll get for the stuff that you lose the times when you die and you don't get anything else back. So it's really cool, really fun, and it's this interface here is really a huge part of the game, and why I wanted to kind of bring it up first here and talk about it is like these silly little kind of Tetris looking squares are just like such a huge kind of inventory management part of the game, that is just this entire second half to it. I would say honestly, every hour that I spend playing the game and going around and actually bang shooting guns and having a fun time, I'd say at least 30 minutes are spent in this screen right here. So I just really wanted to show it off for a second of you're kind of constantly working to organize it and keep it clean and just put all your things in the right place to make it easier on yourself. And it's crazy. It's just like this is the solid half of it is just kind of keeping things in good order, keeping things in tidy condition, and it's very cool, very nice. But what's even cooler than that? What's even nicer than that? Epic clips. A big part of highlights of the show that's been going on for a good while now is kind of spending the time to watch over the clips that have gone on, just the kind of recorded segments of in-game time, um, to kind of go through and just there's some crazy moments, some crazy people out there. Tarkov's a really ruthless game. It kind of constantly is just seriously punishing where because it's realistic. um, if you get shot in the head or in a vital body area, you kind of are out of it instantly. It just kicks you right back to the main menu, as people love to say. So it's kind of really tough because it's just like you're constantly just in this state of loss of wanting to bring as much in as you can to kind of just survive and just run around and exist in this world without just instantly dying pretty much all the time. Um, but yeah, over highlights, kind of just going through some of those really good moments. I went back for this week for the nice little celebration finale week and picked out a handful of my favorites. So we're gonna go through them. We're gonna watch some of them now. And just kind of appreciate them and go, ooh, I remember that. For all those of you in the chat who've been around here since like the dang first episodes, you'll see some of these. You'll go, ooh, yeah, that was a good one. That's a keeper. um, but yeah, it's all a good time. So let's dig right in. Why don't we? This one is a really good one. I love this one. This is from I think probably like the third or fourth week of wipe. Um, I am just using one of the poopiest, not best, silly little sniper rifle guns that's out there, and it's uh, just early on, and as you kind of progress through the time in the game, um, it kind of builds, and you start getting more money, being able to purchase better stuff. But I'm using this musket looking musket looking sniper here, the Mosin, and it's a real good kind of classic time, and you use it a lot early on in the wipe. But um, yeah, here's just a really good clip of me and Epic Ethan. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Ethan and a lot of Phil in these clips here. Um, Two very good friends that stuck with me through it all the way to the end. But yeah, let's just let's sink our teeth in. Let's get right in there.
I hear him.
It's me crouch walking right now.
Nope, I hear him.
Okay. You think he's down below?
Yeah.
Ethan
That's
on the side
fucking
over
shit
here,
flash.
and just scary man over here that we're trying to take out.
Ooh, he shot me.
Yep, just keep running. I've got a good hang on him for when he comes up.
Pushing. You just took a PK?
Okay.
Wanna do the same?
Yeah, try to make some noise to make him think.
Are you ready, brother?
He's dead.
Shit.
So classic, so good. A real big part of Tarkov, because it's so easy to just get knocked over so fast, is patience. A huge part of this game is kind of being patient and kind of just waiting for your enemies to either just slightly reposition a little bit more in a way that you're just looking where they're gonna be. And a lot of the times, you can get one person in one specific angle and another just to make a bunch of noise. Epic, "Are you ready, brother?" from Ethan. So good. A classic line that will I will carry that one on with me for a long time just to get the guy to come just forward enough to be in my line of sight. So a very good clip from very early on. Um, very good times. Very much appreciated. Um, this clip too. I love this one. I love this one so much. A lot of Tarkov is, even more than, other kind of shooter games that are so focused on just killing and, kind of constantly, um, in this loop, just of go in, kind of kill a bunch of dudes, respawn, and just kind of keep going through it over and over. It's like a big difference of Tarkov is you have a lot more of a priority and a focus on making it out alive. So most raids or raids are matches or kind of a round that starts. You'll go in, you'll spawn on one side of the map, and you're just trying to get to the other side to get to an extraction point to then get out and keep all the gear that you've kind of collected and gotten through either the fights that you've gotten along the way or just the places that you've kind of looted and found these items just kind of out in the world. But this specific quest here was a quest to get through every single location in the game without dying. And so a really high stakes kind of feeling of, if it takes almost a full, it took us at least almost a full 3 hours to get through all these different locations. And this one was a bit further along, but it's just such a funny kind of high stakes moment that I just love so much. So I just wanted to share this one specifically.
Want to start it, Phil?
Okay, it started. 60 seconds. I hear you. Are you here?
Yep, that's
Yep.
us.
Oh, yep, it's us.
Fuck, I'm running
Oh,
out of
PMC down long. Go, Soul. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, come in, Soul.
I don't know if I can make it over. Hold on, I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
you
push
can.
around.
You can.
Ethan, are you ready to cover fire?
He's shooting for you. I'm throwing nades for you too.
Just don't need me.
No, they're going far, dude. Don't worry.
25 seconds.
Did you put yours in, Soul?
Yep, I'm on it. 18 seconds. If they throw a nade in here, I'm fucked.
I've been throwing
10
them.
seconds. Three seconds.
We got it.
We're clear.
Nice job.
So good. Yikes, that was scary.
Yeah, it was.
The huge sigh of relief. Oh man. So good. That moment was just so seriously stressful. It's so good of kind of running over to this car and putting your money into it and then being able to, and you have to wait a full 60 seconds before you can kind of leave. Ethan and Phil on the sides here obviously helping me out for the specific quest for me not to die, them kind of putting themselves out there and just shooting and throwing grenades like crazy. It's so awesome. It's really a just a really funny cool moment. It's so good though. It's so good. Yeah, I really love that one. Here's another one, another really good one of my favorites. This one's a bit simpler, but it's just kind of a good communication, good cooperation between Ethan and I, just kind of knowing exactly where he is and what he's up to. He's on, kind of the other side of these trees over here. He's going to be crossing over, and there's a dude chasing him, and kind of just being able to tell where people are is just really, really good.
Just pushing my ass, I'm crossing.
Tarkov is very much a game about knowledge and just kind of knowing the areas and knowing what's going on.
I hear someone.
That's me kind of keeping the awareness of your
I'm running
situation.
into
So.
white.
So that's Ethan running across there.
Whoa.
Shot me.
Oh, was that you? I see
Yep,
him.
he hit me.
Nice.
He's dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Shots.
Good shot.
And I mean that clip, kind of comes across as a little bit simple. It's just, a dude crossing the street, but just knowing that this specific area is so there's no cover there. there's nothing that he can do, and just kind of as he's coming through and crossing around, I just knew that as long as Ethan's able to kind of run into the building here that I'm on top of, if this guy's actually following him, he's going to be totally screwed just as he's crossing. So yeah, good times. And then yeah, just another this is the last of the kind of clips that I wanted to show off of my favorites through him. One of the kind of big missions for Kappa is Shooter Born in Heaven. You have to get sniper kills with from at least 100 meters range. This was a kind of really crazy situation where I was able to get a dude from 560 meters, which is seriously far away, very, very far. He's hiding kind of right here behind this gun. It's going to be hard to see him. I have to aim especially high with the scope to compensate for the bullet drop, which is simulated in the game. Just really crazy stuff. But you'll see him kind of dancing around down here, and I'll eventually take him out. But these particular quests were something that I just hadn't really gone into much before. They're really challenging and really difficult, but just a really good example of the game kind of throwing you into situations that are unfamiliar and uncomfortable, and you just kind of having to adapt and overcome. So. Very good. Very nice. Okay. So, there's a thing around here that people who have been watching for a while are big fans of. As I've been going through all of this time playing this game, I've spent a whole heck of a lot of it keeping track of what's going on. So, a very special drum roll, please, for the fan favorite graph time. Let's get this up here. Check it. It's time. It's graph time. It's the final graph time. We love this guy. We love this guy so much. He's got so much going on here. Just a lot of stuff to kind of bring your attention to for this kind of final week here. Mainly being that some of these numbers, you know, they're kind of like the final number. Total raids is a really good one here. That's 834 games I had to play to get to the point where I could actually have it of doing it. Each raid takes anywhere from 30 seconds of dying instantly, or 10 minutes of kind of running around, or even some of them will go all the way up into 40 to 50 minutes if you're on the longer timer maps. It's crazy. It's truly a insane amount of time. But it's really cool and really fun. So another really big one to kind of note here is the 7.3 million total XP. Just kind of as you're going through and playing the game through completing quests and through kind of spending the time with just getting kills and just kind of existing and looting as you're going around the maps. It's all something that's kind of building up and adding to your total XP. And one of the big requirements for getting Kappa is getting to level 55 here, which requires 6.5 million XP. So this is it. This is really the moment that this has all been building towards, right? Is to see the kind of completed data of this specific graph right here. You can really see it. It's awesome. I love looking at it and being able to see kind of over the weeks how much further along I went. You can see this kind of crazy week in week 13? Week 13 and 14 here. That was like almost 1 million XP earned in that week. That was a crazy week. Played 60 raids that week. That's an insane amount of time. It's so crazy. 33 hours spent in 1 week. Yeah, and each of these weeks, right? So you can see, that's the other really nice thing too, is you can really see, how much time was spent each week. These are in hours, man. It's like 27 hours for 1 week, I think the highest one was this 42 hours here. Wish I had a total of them. Hey Bit, can you add it up for me?
Calculating. Across the 141 days since the beginning of the wipe, you have played a total of 550 hours or 22.91666666666666666 days. This is approximately the same amount of time it takes to cross the Atlantic Ocean by sea or to become a certified yoga instructor.
Sick. 550 hours? That's a lot of time. 550 hours is a lot of time. 550 hours in 4.5 months, full 22.9 days, 23 days that I spent in this world. Incredible. I love it. It's so good. I love kind of being part of it and just sucked into it. It's crazy. I can't get enough of it, and it's you know, an insane time sink, but at the same time, just so incredibly rewarding. it feels really good. But yeah, that's about it for graph time. You know what comes after graph time? The time. What time? The Kappa time. So this is it. This is Kappa time. We're gonna go through. I'm just gonna show off the. It might be, yeah. I think that is. Yep, yeah. Mom in the chat. What's up? What's up? Okay. Here we are. So this is it. You got a lot of friendly characters here. In the Tarkov trader market, you're kind of going through and taking a peek. Each of these guys kind of go through and they give you a whole bunch of quests. They ask you to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Look at all this crazy stuff I did. Had to pick up a lot of items. Had to go through and kill a lot of people with specific guns or kind of specific items. Really crazy stuff. But there's one man, the Fence here. He's kind of you know, very shady, sus kind of character. Doesn't give you any quests the entire game. But the one that he does give you is the one for Kappa, Collector, which is a really cool kind of quest to collect a whole bunch of special items that are kind of each based on a streamer, kind of a person in the community. These are all, you know, real people out there that are kind of either just playing a whole dang bunch of the game and talking about it a lot, or you know, kind of doing their own thing in the world of video gaming. So all really cool people, but yeah, I'm gonna go through and do it. The thing you got to do is kind of go through and turn in all the items. Very cool, very fun. So here I go. You gotta kind of hand them all over. It's gonna take me a solid second, so I'm gonna talk while I'm doing it. But very cool. This kind of is a funny rite of passage of there's so many things, so many of these from like the very beginning of the game. We'll see if we get to it in a second, but the evasion armband is one that's absolutely nuts. This golden G phone, really funny story of finding a crazy dude and having a crazy fight with him and actually winning the fight, and just the reward being that I get one of the items that are just seriously rare. But fake mustache, good one, looks sick. Nice little beanie. Little plague mask, very cool. Pestily, he's like a super big streamer. He has crazy views. Shroud half mask. Shroud's another really big gamer. This is fun, right, guys? You like video games? You like clicking buttons over and over again? I do. This is it. This is the evasion armband. This thing, holy cow, is this thing rare. There's a really funny clip of me hooting and hollering, yipping and screaming when I got it. It's awesome. It's a good one. Got the Loot Lord, nice little plushy doll guy. Love that dude. Wow, this is kind of a insane amount of stuff, right, guys? Look at how many more there are. Yeah, just each one of these things being kind of some of them are a little bit more rare than others. Oh, let's see if we can get some really nice click speed going. Man, I get really good at clicking around this menu. It's kind of the main thing you got going for you in Tarkov, is just being able to go through the menus really fast to minimize the amount of time that you spend doing it. Okay, one more. Nice. That's Kappa. Very cool. As soon as I click this button, it's going to give me a very cool reward. And that's going to be it. So let's hit. Wait. 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 Ta-da! That's it. It's done. So sick. So sick. Wow, this is everywhere. This is awesome. Holy cow, that took so long. That was insane, guys. That took me like, 4.5 months of my time. 555 hours or 550 hours. Nuts. Literally nuts. I can't get over this enough. Insane. Very, very cool. Oh, there's Fritz too, bro. Right in time. Fritz, I got Kappa, bro. I think he's with it. I think he's with it. Cool. This is very good. I have a number of people I want to thank for the help along the way. Specifically, we're gonna go through them. I'm gonna make them really fast. It's not like a word show, right? I don't got that much talk to talk about. But Anna, thank you. 550 hours is a crazy amount of time for me to go off and do my own thing. I seriously appreciate you, and I love you, and you're very epic. And also, she made this very, very cool t-shirt that you're going to see why it's really cool and epic and important in just a second here. But it's very epic, and thank you so much, and I love you, and thank you for supporting me in the things I do. Mom's in the chat. Thanks, Mom. I love you. I know this is probably not what you thought you were what I would be doing with this lesson, but you absolutely did teach me the lesson to just kind of put your mind to goals, figure out what you need to do to get it done, and go for it, and just do it. Absolutely something, a seriously valuable lesson that I've taken with me to this day. So, very, very cool. Thank you so much, Mom. Let's see. Ethan and Phil. Ethan and Phil, you guys are epic. You were with me every step of the way through this. Probably just as many hours put into this game. I think easily for both of you. A lot of the time, a lot of the crazy quests that I was working on that had just really, really insane requirements. You guys were right there, and putting me first, putting yourselves to the side, and kind of taking the time to help me with a lot of those really, really long, annoying quests. So you guys are both seriously epic. I love you so much. Let's see. Eve. What's up, Eve? Thank you so much for being a part of Highlights. I really, really appreciate it, and felt so good and happy for all the time that you put forward. Also, to have little segments here along the way. Very good. Very awesome. Very, very cool. Love them dang Rockstar games, and everything else along the way. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. Aiden. Aiden is very epic. Aiden is the man who drew the big boy bit. Very cool, and also kind of a secret side note as well. He was really the one who kind of gave me the inspiration in the first place to kind of make an online show. He was doing kind of a series of little animation talking along with kind of himself drawing, and it really opened my eyes to just kind of like it doesn't matter how many people are watching. It's kind of just about talking about a thing that you really like and you're really passionate about, and absolutely kind of is something that really resonated with me, really resonated with me, and kind of putting forward a digital presence of yourself that is for other people, but also is for yourself, and also is for the craft. So it's really good. It's really nice. And thank you to Bit for being there along the way this entire time. Little homie's been in the corner chilling, and couldn't have done it without him. So
It was my pleasure. Thank you, Aiden, for bringing me into existence.
Two more, really fast. These are really quick aside ones here. These are two
I love you,
Tarkov.
father.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Pit. Thank you. Uh, two Tarkov content creators, Lone Raiders and Gigabeef. Good names, right? I seriously can't recommend these two guys enough. Lone Raiders, they both make very educational content for Tarkov. Really, really good for beginners in learning the game, and both of them kind of had a really big impact on kind of the mindsets and mentalities kind of bringing into the game that you need to understand and work with it. So seriously, Lone Raiders and his community as well as Gigabeef. So cool. Let's take a second here. Take a little step back. All right. Here we go. We're gonna actually get the item now. This is what it was all for. Yo, this is insane. This is so cool. Oh my god, bro. Check it out. You ready for this? You have to inspect little unknown items. There it is. That's the one. So sick. Like I said before, secure container gamma, nice little 3x3. Secure container kappa, nice little. Dang, that's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Let's go. Another nice little changing of the guard here. Put back on my labs armband that Ethan found and died with, and I carried out and carried on in his name for the very nice Dead Skull armband. That's right. It's whoa. This model's very strange. Check it out. That's enough. It's same dude. Check it out. Same dude. Same guy. Check it out. Are you ready for this one? This guy? It's actually also this guy. Again, thank you. Epic Anna made me epic shirt. Very cool. Artist just can do that. That's insane. Very awesome. Very cool. Very awesome armband that just kind of shows off your true gamer sweat and skill. So funny, so cool. Okay. Yeah. I just really quickly am gonna go through just some of the thoughts that I had on getting Kappa and just kind of what it took, as well as just some tips and tricks. It's a big there's like a couple points that you got to keep in mind as you're going through it. Main one of which being XP. Graph time was for a reason. You really got to keep a good pace because every 6 months the game completely resets. All this work that I did, very cool. It's gonna reset and be for nothing. But Tarkov's kind of like swimming. It's like a sport that you kind of do to just kind of test yourself and see how well you can perform. It's good to keep goals. It's good to kind of figure out the pace that you want to be swimming at. And if you're going to go for Kappa, you absolutely kind of need to make sure that you're keeping up with a good pace. Early on, I set a pace of kind of like halfway through, honestly, I started switching it up and set a pace of 500k XP a week. That's a little bit high, but it's definitely doable and is pretty recommended to break up the 6.5 million that you need into chunks. 500k XP a week is still, 13 weeks. And when you're working out of what you can get done realistically, it's it's kind of hard to keep up with, but you do what you can. So collect items. You saw those awesome items that I had to turn in for Kappa. Start working on that early. As soon as you kind of make the decision that you want to start working towards Kappa, you really got to start grabbing them as soon as you can. And that also applies to quest items as well. you really should be out there, kind of using tools like the wiki or Tarkov Tracker or other tools out there to make sure that you're not getting rid of items that you need to have found in raid. It's really important to kind of hang on to those and just kind of play efficiently. A lot of the times also missions, you can overlap missions at the same time too, to be getting multiple things done at once. And that's huge. You save yourself just a whole bunch of time. Snipers. You have to level your sniper skill. It's very important. It's a little bit silly, but early on you can use the funny little gun like the Mosin. Gives you bolt action sniper experience, and that's something that you absolutely need. It's something that kind of just ticks away in the background that I didn't realize until way too late last wipe. That it was just like completely gone, completely missed. Really good stuff though. They're super helpful. They're super good. If you can get used to bolt action snipers, you can really get used to almost anything. The low rate of fire really makes you kind of practice with your accuracy and just be really sure about yourself and sure about your shots. So let's see. Another huge one that I really was kind of questioning, but you get to a certain point in the game while you're playing that your missions that you're doing stop giving you enough XP to kind of be keeping up with a regular XP pace, kind of like I was talking about a second ago. The big point that you're trying to reach is level 46. I think it's only like 4 million XP, so it's about 2/3 of the way through. But once you hit level 46, your daily missions that you get give you an insane amount of XP. Holy cow. Right around that point is when you'll start running out of quests. At that point, that's kind of where I've stopped in the past. And that's also kind of where the game kind of stalls a little bit in content that it's like pushing to you. You finish a lot of those quests and there's just not much more room for gaining enough XP every single week. From this kind of like point of like level 42 to 246. But you have to really push through it, either just by playing a bunch to make the XP back, or to just be doing quests that you don't like doing to get to level 46. Because the earlier that you can hit that point, the more daily missions that you can hit along the way to kind of be making it through. And one last tip. This is it. This is like kind of much the very last the last word that I have to say. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying a second ago also, of lesson of kind of setting goals and working towards them. Of that's good. That's well and good, right? Setting goals is a huge kind of part of working towards something bigger that you're trying to get done. But the one lesson, the lesson that I have taken away from Tarkov, right, is that you really can't progress unless you play the game. And that sounds silly, but Tarkov is seriously defeating. There are nights, and there have been nights, where you will just die over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you lose everything. You lose all your money, you lose all your guns, and you have to just basically pick yourself up and restart from zero. Seriously defeating stuff. But once you start getting better, you start maintaining a lot of that gear, a lot of that kind of momentum. But it'll still be rough. There's quests and there's missions that you're doing along the way that just don't feel right. They make you feel seriously out of your element. You gotta just keep playing. You gotta just keep going through it. It's really a tricky spot to be in, where you'll get to the point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. But you keep pushing, and you can get crazy stuff like this. So okay, that's all the time I've got. I've got to get back to playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on my Nintendo Switch Lite. So thank you so much for coming to Highlights. My name is Solzona. This has been a pleasure creating this and sharing it with all of you. So thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you around.